Hello everyone. In this quick tutorial, we're going to show you how to create a price list from your task file where you can print or export to an Excel spreadsheet. So in Wise Option, I'm going to go to Tasks here on the top. Then I'm going to go click Task File. This is going to probably bring you the default regular task selection in your grid view. In my example here, I already manipulate the grid view a little bit, which in my case I have cost and price. But regardless, I'm going to start one from scratch. The place you're going to use is this little gear here on the corner, and I'm going to create a new list settings for my grid view. I'm going to use the gear, and as soon as I click on the gear, it pops up the screen where I can customize or create multiple grid views. You can have as many grid views as different combinations and settings in your list settings for task files or any other grid view in Wise Option. I'm going to add a new one. I'm going to just call this one price table. I'm going to put in my favorites as well and save. Now that I have under here my settings, I have my price table. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Because it's a price table, I can use the sort ID or I can use the task name. As a matter of fact, I can create whatever I want. In my initial combination, I have several columns, but in this case, I'm just going to put, for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to put the task name. It's going to be the first field I'm selecting. Next, I am going, just for fun, put the category. So I'm going to say, let's move up here a little bit and select the category as my second column. And following that, I'm going to just put the price. So because it is a price table, I'm not going to use the cost, which is here, and I could add as well if I want to, but in this example, I will ignore that one. And I am going to choose the task name as the sort criteria. Bingo. In ascending order. Now that I have this, notice that the width for each one of the column is as default 100. For the task name, I'm going to change this. I'm going to put 300. For the category, actually I'm going to go a little beyond on this one. I'm going to put 500. On the category, I'm going to say 150. Maybe it's not enough. And for the price, I am going to also say that the width is 150 pixels. As soon as I save, you're going to see now I have the task. It is already sorted by the task name because I said so. The nice thing about this combination here, look, the 500 that I put for the task name that became too large if I go up and down here. So I think I can make this a little bit narrow or even more. Price as well. But look what happens. I'm going to push the price a little bit here as well. And when I go back to my list settings and I select that price table, notice that now the width was automatically adjusted and saved for me in the list settings. So now I have this one. Because it's in my list settings, I could go back to the initial one that I did as a main, save. That's the original one. I can go to the one that I created in the test. I think it was the original you guys saw in the beginning of this video. Sure it is. Or I can go to my list settings that I just created for print table. Or should I say price table? Bingo. So as you can see, you can have different list settings. Another thing that you can do is that once you select one, and remember, this is shared with other users. Other users, if they like, they can go there and clone from you. But the point is the one you use last is going to be the one Wise Option memorize, and next time you come to the task file, this is the one you should see right there. From this point on, I can go to my PDF icon and say my price table, and save. It exported there, and I could open. Or if I prefer, I can create an Excel spreadsheet likewise. So today you've learned how to utilize the task file list settings where you can customize the columns in the grid view. I hope you enjoy, and thanks for choosing Wise Option.